Hi everybody, I am Drew White and we are back with another episode of This Week in Laporte County. And with me today I have some guests, representatives from the NAACP. We have Wes Scully, the president of the Laporte County chapter of the NAACP. We have Barbara Bowling-Williams, the Indiana State president of the NAACP. And we have Faye Moore, a member of the Laporte County NAACP, who happens to be the committee chairperson for the event coming up this week. On the 2nd through the 5th, a couple different locations you guys are working out of, but it is the Indiana State Conference of the NAACP State Convention. I know that some of your events are going to be at the Westville campus of Purdue Northwest, but also doing some of the events at St. John's United Church of Christ and also the Hope Center over on McClellan Avenue. Wes, kind of tell us a little bit about what's going to be happening this coming week.
Sure. As the president of the local chapter of Laporte County NAACP, Chapter 3061, I'm excited and I'm humbled to host this year's conference, our statewide conference. And they're coming from all over the state. They're excited about coming to our town. And I expect a very, very large turnout. And I'm inviting all of Michigan City. We are going to be in several locations. But I just want you to know that we're doing the best we can to make this an event that will never be forgotten and will be talked about for months and years to come. So we're inviting you out once we give you this information at the end of this broadcast. On my left and your right is my state president, Barbara Bowling-Williams, as Drew explained to you. And then she's the president of the whole entire state for 20 years. And then I have Ms. Faye Moore, who's my chairperson over this whole event. And me being Wes Scully, I've been the president of this branch for 10 years, and I tell you, I'm very proud of Michigan City and the growth that we're experiencing here in this town, and I really, really want you to come out and support this event. And that being said, I'm going to turn it over to my president and let her explain a little bit about the history and the importance of this conference.
Thank you so much, Wes. I really appreciate you. And I appreciate the opportunity to be here to talk about this event that's coming to Michigan City, Laporte County in a week or so. The Indiana State Conference of the NAACP, the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People, will be in Michigan City, Laporte County, hosting our annual state convention. This is in our, I think it's like our 46th year, maybe 47th year. I have to go back and look at that again. But what the purpose of it is certainly provide training for our units, and a unit is a branch, a youth council, a college chapter, a prison chapter, around the state of Indiana. Not everyone can attend a national convention. Our national convention this year in July was held in Boston. So that's pretty pricey for people to have to, you know, leave work and travel that distance and the cost associated with the national. So what we do, we try to provide training on our local levels throughout within the state. And that's what we're doing. What we go through a similar process that the national does is at the convention, we talk about, one of the things we talk about is where we're going to be the following year, or a couple years out. And so that similar process happened with Michigan City, Laporte County, is that they bid at a convention probably about 6 years ago, because we had COVID interrupt. And then we had to pick back up our schedule. And they bid it saying, hey, we want you to come to Michigan City, Laporte County. We want, the people here to experience, part of what goes on maybe on a national level, get a chance to interact with national speakers as well as speakers from around the state, and see delegates from around the state, and they can go back and tell the rest of the state, what great things are happening up here at the top of the state. And so that's kind of the historical background behind it. And as Wes said, come on out, because It's training not only for our workers, but also you may want to join us or just want to get information. One of the things that I'm just going to highlight that and I'll pass it over to Faye is that we're going to be having a representative from the Innocence Project. The Innocence Project is kind of your last resort if you've been incarcerated, wrongfully incarcerated. Then if you can get somebody to hear your story, then on a national scale, the Innocence Project will take up your case. And when they are successful, and because they're very successful, then you will be exonerated. And that's, we have a representative, but one of the attorneys is going to be here talking about that process. And she's actually bringing a recently exonerated person with her to tell his story. So that's just a little tidbit to kind of what you asked.
What day is that?
That's going to be on Saturday.
Okay.
That's going to be on a big day.
What time?
About 10 o'clock. And you can, the whole conference, there's a fee for attending the conference, but we do have a day rate because we are going to be, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and ending up on Sunday. But we do provide a day rate. If you can only get out to come just for one day, then we offer, just a lesser rate than our regular registration fee.
And I know that there has been registration in advance, but if someone is watching right now, obviously they're going to see this on Sunday the 29th. There's going to be a couple days before the conference. If they would still like to participate, are they able to show up and...
Absolutely. The daily rate, so that you know, is $20.
Okay.
And that will get you access to all of the workshops that we're having. Doesn't get you access to the meal function. You got to pay the cost for the meal functions. We have some lunches that day. We have a luncheon every day. Usually on Saturday we'll have a breakfast and a luncheon. Then that evening we'll have a banquet. But you can take advantage of all of the workshops, which is a training, and even the line dancing. We're gonna have a little line dancing going on, and we have vendors. Oh my gosh, we've got so many vendors. Some of your local vendors are gonna be there. Selling their wares, and so there's a lot going on, and that's a beautiful campus.
Yeah.
That campus is just gorgeous.
And I know one of the bigger events, Leslie, you have been talking about, there's a soul food dinner on Friday night at the St. John's United Church. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Soul Food Dinner is Friday, and it kicks off at 4:30. The dinner is $25, and the menu is well worth the money, trust me. And we're going to be catered by Up and Smoke. It's going to be at St. John's Church of Christ on St. John Road, right across from the old Market Mall. And we're going to have singing. We're going to have our one and only here as the keynote speaker, our president. She's going to be informing you on exactly how important the NAACP is and give you a real intense background on the NAACP's history. So we want you to come out now. We will have carryouts. You can order and get a carryout, but we want you to come in and eat and join us, because we're going to transition from the cafeteria to the church, and where we're going to have services. Like I said, we have gospel singing, music. I'm just excited. And also, you can get registered online on our website. And you can go to our website, Laporte County, NAACP 3061. Or you can go on Facebook and type in the Laporte County NAACP, and you'll have a QR code. You can actually have the information. You can register right there, submit your money, and sign up right there for any class. We have several classes that's free that you want to take advantage of. But I want Faye to explain some of the classes that you can take advantage of that doesn't cost. But like Barbara said, $20 if you want to do it a day, or it's $40 if you want to do it for the whole event.
And real quick, just to make it easier on you guys, after this, we are going to have a screen on that will have the QR codes that you are referring to. So hopefully it'll make it a little bit easier for those that are watching to be able to get to the right place. But Wes, you did mention the website, which is Laporte County NAACP 3061.org is the website. So the events that Faye is going to be talking about here, if you don't get them all written down, you can go to the website and find that information.
Excellent.
But I would like to say on the soul food dinner, there is a limit of 100 people. So the first 100 people that sign up will be able to get the soul food dinner, but there will be a cutoff. So if you don't do it right away, you will see a sold out.
Sold out.
Because
Sold out, soul food.
It's only 100 people that for the soul food dinner, and then it'll be a cutoff. So please do that early and get your ticket early for the soul food dinner. And yes, the public mass meeting is going to follow the soul food dinner. Soul food dinner is from 4:30 to 6:30. And then the public mass meeting is going to be at 7 o'clock at St. John's Church. So just want to piggyback on those right there. The public mass meeting is definitely no charge for the public mass meeting at St. John's Church 101. And we're going to have Congressman Marban is going to come, we know for a fact. The mayor is scheduled to be there to welcome everyone, all the delegates and the people at the public mass meeting on Friday. We're talking Friday evening in November the 3rd, 2023. And we're going to move up to the earlier times on Friday where we have Dan Vanquist, a local financial attorney, and talking about debt elimination. That's going to be from 9:30 to 10:30. And we have the membership workshop and the membership luncheon on that same day. And we also have our education workshop for the youth and for the parents of the youth, talking about the new financial aid forms that have come out. There's a lot of changes for financial aid for college, and we'll have someone talking about that. And we have some, it's just exciting. It's exciting, the people that we have coming. We have awesome workshops that are scheduled for Thursday, and the environmental climate justice workshop is on Thursday.
Yes.
And that starts at a summit. It's a summit on Thursday, and that starts at
It's 11.
That's 10. Hold on, here it is.
10 o'clock.
It's 10
Yeah,
o'clock.
yeah, the earlier the better. So, and let me interject right here.
Okay.
Now, all these classes and these seminars, all this is going to be at P&W. The only thing that's going to be at St. John is the soul food dinner.
And the
That's in the mass meet. That starts at 4 o'clock. All the other meetings at P&W after that, you can come on out to the church and get some of that good old soul food.
Now,
And
on Sunday, there are some events at the Hope Center as well, correct?
But that's Sunday. That's
No, that's Sunday. That's a
last day.
Yeah, okay,
It's a business meeting.
Okay.
it's business meeting, but I just wanted to know that Thursday and Friday during the daytime, so all that's going to be at P&W.
Okay.
Then you leave there and come to St. John's Church,
Sure.
where the mass meeting and the soul food dinner is going to be held. So it's two different spots. I
Got
just
it.
want to make that clear.
All right.
Right. And we also want to let you know, like I said, on Thursday, the Environmental and Climate Justice Summit, it starts at 11 o'clock. And it's free, like we were saying. But you have to pre-register for that, because we definitely need a count for, and that's going to be at P&W. So, and the pre-registration is on our website. So please try to pre-register for that event. And they're also going to have it at 5 o'clock. And that's part of that is bridging the gap, connecting the Black community to the green economy. So that's why you need to register for that. Environmental climate justice is bridging the gap, connecting the Black community to the green economy. And then at 5 o'clock, there's going to be environmental and climate justice reception. But you have to pre-register for that reception also.
And then a lot of events going on there, but since this is this week in Laporte County, you guys also have another event coming up on Tuesday, 31st.
Yes.
What would you like to talk about that real quick?
Yes. Before I go into that, I just want to make one thing clear. Saturday,
Oh,
we didn't talk much about Saturday. Saturday is the big day. That's the banquet. Now that's the one where the mayor is actually going to greet Michigan City. Angie Nelson is going to greet Michigan City at the Soul Food dinner event. So kind of get that straight. So, but anyway, Saturday, I wanted to talk about a little bit about Saturday because, like I say, that's the big dinner. It's $85 to come go, to go to that. And then we're going to have a jazz band. We got singers, great music. Then at the end of the night, we have the President's Ball, where you can get your boogie down. All right. So we're going to have a great time. So please, it's an all-day event, and then that night you got a little time to go home, change up, get freshened up, and then get back out at PNW for the main event. All right.
And I wanted to say that the speaker for the banquet is going to be Caroline Mays, former representative, just a humanitarian, just so many things that she has done in her life, and she has a story to tell. Our theme is thriving together. She epitomizes that thing. You have to hear her story. So.
Yeah, and then also Saturday we have the Women in the NAACP breakfast. It's selling out. If you're interested, ladies, get registered. You want to sign up for that breakfast. You have a dynamic speaker for that. Great information. We also have a veterans, our state veteran chair. He's going to be there talking about some of the things that the governor has passed, Washington has passed that a lot of veterans don't know about. So you want to come, and that's free. Now they're also having a veteran luncheon at 11 o'clock. 10 o'clock is the free veteran informational class. So get online. We're going to have all the events where you can just click on and register and see exactly what you want to sign up for.
And also with the veterans event, they're going to be giving away free phones.
Free phones. Free phones. And there's some money that you're qualified to get that a lot of vets don't know about. So all you veterans out there that have served this country, you deserve to get everything you got coming to you. So we really want you to come on out and participate and gather this information. It's vital that you get it and not get looked over, I'm sorry. So anyway, I wanted to get that out there and clear that up. But we are having a merit forum at the library on October the 31st at 6 o'clock. We got all three candidates, well, the incumbent mayor and the other two candidates that's running for mayor. If you want to come out and join that program and get your questions, ask them whatever that's on your heart, whatever you need to know, we're going to be hosting that, the Laporte County branch, 3061, and it starts at 6 p.m. at our library downtown.
All right.
And can I just one final thing I wanted to say? When Wes mentioned about women, the women in NAACP are WIN breakfast, we're going to be honoring women organizations. So those sororities, the AKAs, the Deltas, the Sigmas, the Zetas, the Links, the National Council of Negro Women, any women's organization of the National Hookup of Women, of Black women. We're going to be honoring all of the women organizations. We usually have like colors. You can wear your colors and show out. And whatever organization has the most members that are present, you like a little competition, there will be a prize for the one who has the most members out there. So ladies, and wear your hats, wear your colors. It's going to be fun.
And my wife's sisters, you're invited too. You're invited too.
That's awesome. So one of the great things about this freeform, you asked me earlier, how long do you have? Anything else that you guys would like to talk about the convention, or any other surprises that you haven't already talked about?
We have so much that we're bringing to the table. Even now, we read out trying to close a nice spot for the reception that we're going to have after Friday night. But you'll get all that in our information as you go online, and you get the information as you register. All the information you need will be right there. So we want you to really, really take advantage of this. And like I say, once again, being the president, it's a lot of work, but I am really humbled that the entire state is going to be coming to Michigan City, and they're excited about it.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, they even said this may be the biggest registration from all over the state out of all the conferences that we've had in the past. So I'm very proud of
We
that.
did forget the college and youth.
Oh, yeah.
We can't forget our college and youth because it's,
We do have the college and youth
yeah.
activities, and they're going to be the same times that the adults are having their events, and they're going to be at P&W. And then on Saturday, they're planning on going bowling.
They'll have the cleanup event,
Yeah, community service.
community service. They'll be at night. They'll be bowling together. Like you said, they'll be right along beside us on all the events in the evening. So all you young people, get online and register and be a part of that. Now all their stuff is free, except for registration is like $10.
Well, yeah, they're lunching. There's a fee for their luncheon if they want to come to the banquet too. But they set their own agenda. This is so it's training for them as well. We don't dictate to them, what their program is going to be. We make sure that they decide whatever program, so that it's programming that will be interesting to young folks, young people, and as young as 10 years old and as old as our college students. Just be something for them doing.
Right. So again, we want to reiterate, after this interview, there will be a screening where they will have the QR codes to visit the local chapter website. But we do want to encourage you to participate if you can go out there. Laporte County rolling out the red carpet for the NAACP State Conference this coming weekend. Wes, Barb, and Faye, I want to thank you very much for coming in and talking about what's happening this weekend. And for This Week in Laporte County, I'm Drew White. We'll see you next time.